They're waiting for the band to cut her off, and we'll get started here in just a few moments. So the student section directly behind us, and we're underway, and Indiana will control the tip. Nikki Smith will have it and run to our left. Jackrabbits to our left, will travel to our right. At the home bench just to our left. Inside, they tried to lob down low to McKay. Grimsrud tips it away. Muckenhern on the left wing. Jacks come up with a steal out top. Muckenhern had it knocked free, and then getting the steal was Smith, and then she gets fouled in the backcourt there on the Jacks. Courtney Grimsrud trying to get it right back. So Jacks with a great defensive stop, and right away Indiana trying to lob it into their 6-7 post to the inside. McKay 11 points and 6 rebounds per ball game. Has some height, but they had it denied by Courtney Grimsrud. On the left wing now for Indiana. Out top is Enterline. Enterline to Smith. Nikki Smith at the right wing. Dribble drive to the corner. Backs it off. Trapped right there. Cross court pass to Braun. Left corner Enterline. Inside to McKay. Down low. Had it knocked away, but she gathers it in. Goes up and in for 2. So Sarah McKay up and in for 2. Indiana, the Hoosiers lead the Jacks 2-0. Muckenhern out top to Workentine. Inside to Vogel. Vogel post up inside. Strong move. Got a head fake. Kick out. Vertigan wide open. 3 off the rim, no good. McKay snags the rebound. And that first 3 gets knocked down. It's going to get extremely loud. Leah Enterline driving at the right wing for the Hoosiers. Looking to drive baseline. Vertigan jumps in front of her. Kick back out. Elbow free throw line. McKay cross court left wing is Braun. Braun drives, scoop, bank on the glass. Little slip move on the baseline. 4-0. Hoosiers with an early lead. Jacks trying to run transition. Lead pass to Muckenhern. At the right wing, Muck lobs, try to go inside to Grimsrud. Had the ball tipped by Smith, and Hoosiers get a steal. So Jacks with a couple of miscues there on offense, and the Hoosiers with a 4-0 lead have the ball back. On the right wing, pressuring the ball, Leah Enterline, pressured by Vogel. Out top, McKay, the 6'7 center, launches a 3, misses. Workentine the rebound, outlet to Vertigan. Jacks have a 3-on-3, bounce pass through traffic. Vertigan's pass to Muckenhern, knocked out of bounds on a baseline by Braun. Ketty Korneman off the bench will come in for Ashley Muckenhern right away. Ketty Korneman, freshman from Yankton, steps on the floor. Vertigan will be on the baseline to inbound. 18-14 left first half. Jacks trail 4-0. Inbound to Grimsrud, right corner. Courtney long, cross court to Vogel. Vogel in the short corner, left side. Vertigan baseline drive, slips back up. Korneman fakes the 3, drives. She'll hit the 8-footer, bank on the glass, no good. Rebound on the glass by Braun. Outlet to Smith, stolen by Vogel right in front of us. And Vogel saves it to Grimsrud. Jacks get a steal. Vertigan dodging Smith, top of the key, between the legs. Kick to Vogel at the right wing. Megan at the wing. Jacks yet to score. 2:10 into the game. Workentine kick left corner. Korneman up top to Vertigan. Pass gets tipped. Andrea saves it. Vertigan to Workentine. Vogel wide open. 3-pointer on the way. That's good for 3. 4-3. Jacks come up with a big bucket and snap about a 2-minute and 20-second drought. 4-1 or 4-3. Jacks trail by 1. On the right wing is Braun. Jamie Braun. Right corner out top. Smith for 3. Nailed it. Straight on. Came off the screen. Got left wide open. Gives a little look to the student faithful here. 7-3. Indiana comes back and finding the open person to hit it. Megan Vogel, right wing 3. Long. Right back to her defender, Leah Enterline. Enterline running the floor. Down the middle. Drive. Scoop. Shot on the rim. No good, and a foul. She took 1-on-3 and managed to get a shot on the rim and then was fouled on the baseline. Then they call that on Workentine. Jen Workentine, number 44. Jack's second foul, and South Dakota State trailing 7-3. So at the free throw line is Leah Enterline. Enterline for Indiana comes in averaging 8 points a ball game, is a 78% free throw shooter. She's got second most attempts, 82 out of 104. Workentine comes out, and Maria Bover from Worthington, Minnesota checks into the game. Get Indiana 7 strong on their bench. They only go 7. Had some academic ineligibles, one that decided not to return, and on the second missed free throw by Enterline, Jacks get the rebound. Bover rebounds it, gets it to Vertigan. Vertigan at the top of the key. To Bover at the top of the key. Bover will just step out, hit the 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound fought for Korneman. Ooh, had it battled around off the hand of Whitney Thomas, the Bloomington, Indiana native. Tipped it out of bounds, fighting Korneman off for the rebound there. 8-3, Jackrabbits trail by 5. It was 16:51 to go. Officials will play dead to reset the shot clock. Vertigan on the baseline, kicks to Vogel in the right corner. Megan pressured by Nikki Smith. Out top is Korneman, swinging left side to Vertigan. Over to Bover on the left wing. Maria, double team, gets out of it to Grimsrud. To Vertigan, penetrates. Pass back out to Vogel. Got tipped by Nikki Smith. And again, putting a hand in the lane, pressuring the ball. Indiana will play a full 40 minutes and do it pretty good with just the 7 players. They've got 16:39 left to play in the front half. Vertigan lob gets tipped on the inbound. Brown tipped that one. McKay outlets it back to Braun. On the left wing is Smith. Another miscue on the inbound by the Jacks. Smith kicks out to McKay. McKay the handoff right back to Nikki Smith. She'll fake the 3, dribble drive, kick out. Enterline way off the arc, calls fist closed. The call, top of the key. 12 on the shot clock. Jamie Brown on the right wing. High-low lob. That time, Whitney Thomas quick triggered the lob inside to McKay. Went over her outstretched hand out of bounds. 16-17 left to play in the front half. Jacks trail by 5. Make that 8-3. 16-15 left to go in the front half. Up the floor, Allison Anderson, who's checked into the game for the Jacks after that out-of-bounds play there. Cornerman, Ketty on the right side to Anderson. Allison, the freshman from New Richland, Minnesota, to the top of the key. Short pass to Bover. On the left wing is Vogel, way off the arc. Indiana will switch the defense. There, Vogel, top of the key, bounce pass to Cornerman, right wing. Ketty to the top of the key, 6 on the shot clock. Anderson, head fake, kick inside, Grimsrud, double team, back out to Cornerman. To Vogel, she'll dribble drive, 1 on the shot clock. Vogel shot, missed over the rim. That's a shot clock violation. Jacks worked it around pretty good, but kind of fell stale on that offensive set. And they trail 8-3, Jacks down by 5. Radio 910, 570 WNAX, and online at www.gojacks.com, and also South Dakota Public Broadcasting as well, a webcast of tonight's game where South Dakota State has a sold-out crowd. A lot of folks standing along the rails, along the upper deck. A lot of folks standing around the lower deck corners as well. Media row, as you'd expect, is full tonight, including a dignitary, and that would be Commissioner Tom Duple of the Mid-Continent Athletic Conference. Conference the Jackrabbits will be joining next year. Has come to watch his former conference, team. Before they wrap up this 06-07 campaign, the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State hosting the Indiana Hoosiers. 8-3, Indiana with a lead right now. A little better field goal shooting percentage for the Hoosiers right now. They are 3 of 4 from the field. Jacks, meanwhile, 1 of 5, and that one shot they've got is from three-point land. Rebounds are even, 3 apiece right now, and turnovers, the Jacks have 4, Indiana has 3. So early on, it's just flat-out better field goal shooting by the Hoosiers right now. And, well, as we talked about and heard from head coach Aaron Johnston, it's the balance of the team, and right now, 4 players have scored in the game, while only 1 has scored for the Jacks, and that's a senior Megan Vogel. Continues to climb the career scoring, rebounding, and free throw charts. She had a 3-point shot and climbs that career chart there as well. Down the floor, Indiana gets the ball to start this after the timeout. 15:35 to go. Indiana at the left wing is Leah Enterline. Enterline up top, the lob inside to McKay, up off the glass for 2. Jacks had the double team of McKay and couldn't hold her off. 10-3, Jacks down by 7. Allison Anderson out top, Bover. Left wing is Muckenhern. Ashley Muckenhern back into the game. Muck looking to get inside to Grimsrud. Can't. Stuck on the wing. Trying to avoid the 5-second call. Finally gets a pass to Cornerman. Toe on the sideline. Lost it off the leg of Kim Roberson, who's into the game. Over to Muckenhern. To Bover. Baseline drive. Bover, 6-foot shot. Blocked. Loose ball. Bover gets it back. Allison Anderson, 5 on the shot clock. Cornerman the head fake. Courtney Grimsrud, the up and under. Scoop to the hole. Shot short of the rim. And a shot clock violation before Bover can get back up. Jacks in a mad scramble. Here comes Megan Vogel racing to the table. Some contact not called on the inside. Cornerman comes out. Vogel is in. Grimsrud will come out. And Jennifer Warkentine is back in. So, again, that mismatch or that matchup zone from Indiana. Head coach Aaron Johnston talked about it. Not something that the Jacks see a lot of. Not that you see a lot of it. And so, Jacks at this early part of the game a little flustered by it. Allison Anderson with a steal, but then gave it right back to Leah Enterline. Enterline for Indiana lost it up, and then Allison had the steal just momentarily, but gave it right back. Kim Roberson, top of the key. Indianapolis native, hands off to Leah Enterline. Enterline, kick on the left wing to Nikki Smith. Smith can't hang on, dished it right off to the coaching staff at South Dakota State, and it's a turnover on the Hoosiers. Into the game now, their 7th player, Shanice Billington, freshman from Hartford, Connecticut. So all 7 that rest are going to obviously play for Coach Felicia Leggett-Jack. Out top, Allison Anderson running the offense for the Jacks. Out top to Vogel. Megan Vogel at the point, off a screen by Warkentine at the wing. Bounce pass to Bover, top of the key. Anderson right wing. Warkentine steps back, head fake drive, down the lane. Scoop shot, came up short, contact, the foul in the lane. Jen Warkentine will shoot free throws. They're going to call the block in the lane, and that foul going to go on number 4, Nikki Smith. Smith, one of their starting guards, picking up the first foul of the game here for the Indiana Hoosiers. 10-3, Jacks right now trailing by 7. Need some free throws there. Jen Warkentine, front one on the rim and hung on. rattled the rim and fell in. Jacks the other night, as we heard from head coach Aaron Johnston, too, not shooting particularly well at the free throw line, sub 50% the other night. Both teams were not very good when the Jacks picked up a win against Illinois State. Both free throws are good, makes it 10-5. Jacks down by 5, Indiana with the ball. Dribble drive, Shanice Billington on the left wing to Smith. Nikki Smith up top of the key to McKay. The 6'7" out on the perimeter. Pressured by Warkentine. Out top is Smith. Smith stutters, drives, kicks on the left wing to Roberson. Kim Roberson drives, pull up, fadeaway, baseline on the rim, no good. Rebound by Bober to Anderson. Dodges the defense on the run. Allison quick up the floor. Muckenhern fakes the 3, dribble drive into the baseline. 10-footer, no good. Rebound back to Muckenhern. Warkentine for 3 on the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. Roberson coming down in a pile. And the 10-5 Jackrabbits right now. Up by 5, or rather, trailing by 5. In the backcourt, bringing it up the floor is Shanice Billington. Cross the half-court line to the top of the key. Billington on the left wing to Roberson. Kim Roberson up top to McKay. McKay on the right wing to Billington. She'll drive in the lane. Tipped away by Bover. Gets the steal. Bover down the floor to the low block. Gets fouled before she got to the hoop. And so Maria Bover with the steal and the breakaway, trying to cut into that, what was that one time, a 10-3 lead by the Indiana Hoosiers. Baseline inbound, Andrea Vertigan with a new shot clock. They call it before she got to the hoop. Vertigan bounce pass to Bover in the right corner. Maria out top to Warkentine. Had it punched away, but gets it back. Warkentine cross court to Vertigan. Up top to Vogel. Over to Muckenhern. Muck will drive the lane. Kicks back out corner to Bover. Up top to Warkentine. Reaching in. Jumping the pass was Brown. Jamie Brown. And he knocked it out of bounds. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 13:07 left to go in the front half of basketball. Jacks trail 10-5. Inbound from the side court. Vertigan off a screen by Warkentine. Left of the key. Reverses it to Vogel above the free throw line. Pass into the right corner. Up over the top of Ashley Muckenhern. Trying to leap it and save it. And can't get to it, out of bounds off her fingertips. It'll be Indiana ball off the Jackrabbit turnover. And that turnover, number 8 on the Jacks, 6 on Indiana. Across the half-court line is Billington. Shanice Billington at the right wing. Up top is Brown. Jamie Brown from Marshfield, Wisconsin. Dribbles out of the trap by Muckenhern and Bover. Right wing there, the lob inside to McKay. Tipped away by the Jackrabbits. McKay saying, get it a little higher. That time on the right wing, the freshman Shanice Billington evidently didn't get it high enough for 6'7". That's way up there. Baseline inbound, Billington with 14 in the shot clock for the Hoosiers. Short pass in the left corner to Thomas. Whitney Thomas pressured by Bover. Kicks on the left wing to Robertson. A high-low lob again to McKay. McKay shoved underneath the glass, puts a shot up off the bottom of the glass. No good. Shot clock still at 3. The rebound by Thomas up no good. Second effort, third effort by Thomas finally goes in. And Whitney Thomas with a second and third effort for her gets a bucket, makes it 12-5. Jacks down by 7. Vertigan on the right wing. Dribble drive, bounce pass to Warkentine. Back to Vertigan. Kick right corner to Muckenhern. Jacks being patient there and passing up the open 3s on the wing. The pressure there by Kim Roberson. Too much contact and the foul. Roberson with the foul is her first. That'll be the third one there on Indiana Hoosiers. Baseline, or rather side court inbound. Courtney Grimsrud going to come in for the Jackrabbits. Come in for Jen Warkentine. So you'll have Grimsrud and Bover down low. Muckenhern and Vogel on the wings, and then Vertigan will be the point guard there. Out top of the key, Andrea Vertigan breaks free from Billington. Vertigan back up top to Bover. Over to Vogel on the right wing. Megan lob inside to Grimsrud. Up over the top of 6'7" McKay. Shot no good. Easy rebound underneath for Whitney Thomas. Jacks playing 4 out, 1 in. Missed the shot, and lots of red on the inside in that zone. 12-5 Jacks. Trail by 7. Hoosiers on the right wing. Billington up top to Thomas. Thomas at the point. Dribble drive, kick out to Roberson. Kim Roberson, crossover dribble, takes the baseline. The Jacks switch the defense. Roberson on the baseline, just threw it back to somebody before going out of bounds. Ashley Muckenhern will save it. Pestered in the backcourt. Muck will break the half-court line. Kick over to left wing is Vertigan. Andrea trying to reverse, does. Muckenhern up top to Vogel, right corner. Head fake, she'll dribble drive, jump stop in the lane, shot with a left hand. Drew the foul on McKay. Vogel with a slash to the hole, draws the contact. And that foul going to go against McKay. And so 6'7" McKay. Jacks have had trouble getting the offense rolling, but still trail 12-5. And Megan Vogel will be shooting 2 free throws when we return. A timeout on the floor, a timeout brought to you by Nick's Hamburger Shop. Check out their website, www.nickshamburgers.com. Back in a minute. This is South Dakota State women's basketball. Radio 910, 570 WNAX, and online at www.gojacks.com. And thanks to everybody that's joining us here along the web tonight, or maybe on the radio, wherever you might be tonight. Jackrabbit women's basketball, a sold-out crowd tonight. Every seat being utilized. A lot of folks sitting around the rails, standing around the rails as well. And, of course, a sold-out crowd, which happened just 4 hours after tickets went on sale. An energetic student section here to join the Jackrabbit women's basketball team as they host another WNIT postseason game. Jackrabbit women, of course, will have that opportunity to host every game along the way in this WNIT tournament. The entire tournament held at home sites throughout. And, of course, tonight's winner will take on the winner of a Wyoming versus Oregon bracket game. That's happening 8 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Megan Vogel fouled going to the lane at the free throw line to shoot 2. Front free throw is on the way, and that one is rattled in is good. All-time free throw leader at South Dakota State. Megan, now that her 175th free throw on the season, has 141 made. Percentages for you, that's 80%. Pretty good from the free throw line. She drills them both. Megan Vogel with 5 to lead the Jacks. They've trailed the entire way in this game, and it's 12-7 now. Jackrabbits down by 5. Hoosiers left side. Enterline drives, kicks out to McKay. Three-pointer from the 6'7" center, no good. Rebound by Thomas. Puts it back up and in for 2. Whitney Thomas with a big bucket there, and Jacks run it the other way. Vertigan on the left wing to Korneman. Keddy Korneman, drive baseline, short dribble. Nobody there. Bounce pass to Grimsrud. She'll step out low on the baseline to help. Back over to Grimsrud, or make that Korneman. Out top to Vertigan. Drives the lane, but cut off by a double team from Indiana. Right corner is Vogel. Try to drive, hung up on the hip. No travel call. 10 on the shot clock. Vogel to Warkentine. She'll step back. The long 2. Shot no good. Rebound punched away from Enterline by Vogel, but saved there in the backcourt by number 35, Kim Roberson. And they'll get it to Leah Enterline, who'll run the offense. The senior from Monroeville, Indiana. Pushes the ball up the floor. Drives to the right wing for the Hoosiers. Wearing their Hoosier red. Out top is Nikki Smith. Smith, pass inside to Thomas. Whitney Thomas, give right back to Smith. Trying to work off a screen on Korneman, but Smith now eyes the basket. They clear it out for her. She'll dribble drive. Bank on the glass. No good. Grimsrud position for the rebound. To Vertigan. Jacks will have numbers. Running 3-on-1. Vertigan drive. No look. Dish to Korneman. Reverse layup. No good. But a foul. Coach Felicia Leggett-Smith wanting the travel call, I think, in there. And they're going to call the foul on Whitney Thomas. And that was a very short pass from Vertigan to Korneman. And Keddy really had to grab that thing and go. And got that reverse layup, at least an attempt at it. And so now Keddy with a chance to score. Freshman from Yankton stands at the line. Number 1 is on the way, and that one is good. Keddy, of course, the daughter of Dave Korneman, national championship wrestler at South Dakota State, who's got a front row seat at the other end of the court here. Keddy's second free throw in front of 6,000 silent fans is good, and that's now 14-9. So Jacks keep chipping away but can't ever take that lead. Leah Enterline at the left wing, on the wing to Brown. She'll drive into a triple team. Pass gets blocked. Jacks a breakaway. Vertigan to Vogel. Catches up to it. Layup on the rim. Missed it. Vertigan rebound. Put back no good. Courtney Grimsrud the takeaway from McKay for 2. Jacks got a little extra step, and here come the fans. The difference maker, the 6th man. 14-11. They're on their feet at Frost. Leah Enterline on the left wing to Roberson. Roberson to Brown. Jamie Brown looking for help from Enterline. Brown dribbles, kicks down low to Roberson. Roberson turnaround, fade away, swished it for 2. Silences the crowd. Roberson's first one like that missed. And now Indiana has gotten 6 players into the scorebook. Vertigan to Warkentine to Korneman on the right wing. Korneman dribble drive, not there. She'll bring it back out. Inside Warkentine to Vertigan. She'll drive, penetrates, low block, kick out. Vogel for 3. Long rebound, high off the rim. Roberson will come down with it. Indiana on the run. Roberson will put the brakes on, taking out, almost took out Korneman. On the left wing is Smith. Nikki Smith checks inside to McKay. Grimsrud's there to defend. Nikki Smith out top. Triggered a 3 and hits it from way behind the arc. Her second 3 of the game in Indiana on a 5-0 run. 19-11. Jacks trail by 8. Vertigan drives, kicks to Warkentine, passes up the 3, back to Vertigan. She'll drive the lane through a double team. Back out, Workentine for three. That one rattled out. Roberson with a rebound. Lots of rebounding going on by Indiana underneath the Jackrabbit hoop, playing that 4 out, 1 in. Out top, Roberson's three, no good. Went airborne, looked like she came down into Workentine. They called a foul on Jen Workentine out on the perimeter. Second one on Workentine, so Jen will be coming to the bench with still 8:34 left to play in the front half. Right now, Indiana has been in better position for a number of rebounds. Rebounding totals right now 11-10. They come at some key times. Indiana shooting 8 of 15 from the field. The Jackrabbits are 2 of 16 from the field, so that's a glaring difference on the scoreboard. Roberson knocks down the front free throw. He's got 3 points in the game. Number 35, second one is on the way, and that one is good. Roberson's got 4. And the stat line for the Hoosiers, 6, 4, 2, 1, 4, and 4. Scoring from all six of their 7 players dressed tonight, and all of them have made the floor. Roberson's second free throw, his third free throw, the 3-point shot. And where she was fouled, she's got 5, and it's now 22-11. The Hoosiers doubling up the Jacks on the left wing. Cornerman dribbles out of the double team. Top of the key. Ketty with the dribble, gets a screen by Bover. Trying to reverse it, can't. Goes right corner. Allison Anderson pass inside to Grimsrud. Tipped by Roberson, stolen by the Hoosiers. Other way, inner line. Kick in the right corner to Brown. Brown drives, scoop shot with the left hand on the rim, no good. Bover with the rebound. Maria in the backcourt holds it up. In the backcourt, a steal by Roberson. Bover threw it, tried to throw it over the head of Roberson, who got the steal and threw it up and in for 2. And 2 trips down the floor, 5 points for her. Jacks trail 24-11. Another miscue by the Jacks. Bover on the right wing is Muckenhern. As she penetrates, Nikki Smith gets called for the foul and knew she got buzzed for it right away. That's her second. And so with the 2 fouls now, 24-11. Jacks trail by 13 and right now charged with 8 turnovers apiece, but field goal shooting. Jacks are 2 of 16, while Indiana, 8 of 16. We'll take a timeout. Timeouts again tonight brought to you by Nick's Hamburger Shop. Open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7 and Saturday 11 to 4 in the same place they've been for years in downtown Brookings, Nick's Hamburger Shop. Back with more in a minute. This is South Dakota State women's basketball.
24/7. That's a phrase you hear a lot, but not generally with insurance claims. Skip Webster and State Farm Insurance will handle your claim when you need it. Skip knows that when you have a problem with your car or home, it needs to be taken care of. And when you have State Farm and Skip Webster working for you, it's an unbeatable combination. Call Skip Webster State Farm, 692-8383, or stop at the office at 511 6th Street in Brookings. You'll be glad you did.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Nagel's Bumpers Heat is a proud sponsor of this year's WNIT basketball tournament and wishes the SDSU women's basketball team the best of luck. Nagel's is the place for your complete collision repair. They're certified first and ready for the World Center vendors that see you with an all too often. Call Dennis today at 692-6000 and go SDSU.
Radio 910, 570 WNAX, and to all of you online, thanks for joining us tonight. South Dakota State women's basketball tonight hosting the Indiana Hoosiers. Hoosiers took an early 4-3 lead, and the Jacks have never been able to lead in this one. In fact, right now trailing by 13, 24-11. A couple of miscues by the Jackrabbits. A pass in the backcourt stolen for a basket. A foul from three-point line when the shooter then, Kim Roberson, drained the three. She was the one with a steal in the backcourt as well. And Jackrabbits have had some opportunities and open looks, but just haven't been able to get those shots to fall. Coming up at halftime tonight, our halftime report will feature the Jackrabbit fans. Of course, there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of excitement with Jackrabbit fans, and comments from the coaches of both Illinois State, coach of Indiana, coach of South Dakota State. So all three have their thoughts about playing and coaching in front of a crowd here at Frost Arena. And some of the players of South Dakota State, what do they think about playing in front of a crowd here? And a large one, a sellout crowd, if you will. Inbound by the Jacks, Allison Anderson, Maria Bover, Ketty Cornerman, top of the key now. She'll drive, hand off to Allison Anderson. Top of the key, pass inside to Grimsrud. Back out to Cornerman. The head fake, the drive on the baseline. Layup by Cornerman, high off the glass. Got deflected by McKay and still went in. Cornerman with a nice drive to the hole for two. Ketty's got 4. 24-13, Jacks trail right now. Down the floor at the right wing is Brown. Brown at the top of the key to Roberson. Roberson at the point. Hard bounce pass into McKay. Knocked away by Grimsrud. Gets tipped around, booted around. They're going to call a kick on the Jacks Grimsrud diving for that pass, and McKay saying again, throw it up. He's told about 2 or 3 guards here to throw it up, throw it high, trying to take advantage of that 6-7 reach that she's got out on the floor. Baseline inbound with 15 in the shot clock. Baseline to inbound will be the Hoosiers. Out top, off the screen, Brown's 3, no good. Rebound, Roberson took it away from Bober. Grimsrud knocked it away. Cornerman rolling over, gets it to Anderson. Allison down the floor, working on Brown. Drives through the lane to Bober. Ball got knocked free, though, and Jackrabbits with a break, but couldn't get it, and that's that defense of Indiana. One of their cornerstones. Coming over, Leah Enterline gets the call from Felicia Leggett-Jack. She's calling one and pointing down at the floor to our right. Leah Enterline waits at half court. Breaks to the wing. A switch on the defense by the Jacks. Enterline drives, kicks back out to Roberson. Eyeing that 3. They got a quick trigger. Roberson's 3, trying to lean in for contact. 3 no good. Trying to save it in the corner was McKay. She's on the checkerboard out of bounds. So turnover. It'll be Jackrabbit ball going the other way. Subs coming in. Vogel and Vertigan coming in for Anderson and probably Muckenhern. Here comes Laura Nielsen from Wilmer, Minnesota. The native will check in. One of the freshmen for the Jackrabbits. It's been leaned on to contribute in the post. Laura Nielsen comes in for Courtney Grimsrud. In the backcourt, Andrea Vertigan will bring the ball up the floor, beating Shanice Billington down the floor. Left wing is Cornerman. Bounce pass inside to Laura Nielsen. Ball got kicked on the wing there by Leah Enterline. Clock stays at 22 seconds. Jacks will inbound on the baseline now, underneath their own hoop. 6:36 to go front half. 24-13. Jacks trail by 11. Vertigan in the lane to Nielsen. Pass too hot, can't hang on. Steal by Enterline at midcourt. Hoosiers lead pass to Roberson baseline. She'll attack a double team. Pass out of it to Brown. Wide open 3. Shot no good. And then a rebound by McKay, but she gets called for the foul. A shove on Bober, and McKay has just picked up her second personal foul. Jackrabbits right now, and a bit of a rebounding battle with Indiana. At times, the Jackrabbits with their 4 out, 1 in offense have been outmanned in the paint and given up after some missed shots. And what if some shots start to fall? It might be a different story here. But the Jackrabbits in field goal shooting, hard to get over that. 3 of 17, while Indiana 9 of 20 from the field. Maria Bover, that's the 7th foul on Indiana. So Bover is down shooting a 1-on-1 at the other end of the floor. Maria earns a second one, and again, the Jackrabbits at the free throw line have been saving themselves there with 7 of 7 from the line now. Second one by Bover's on the way, and that one is good. So Maria Bover with a pair of throws. Jacks 8 of 8 from the free throw line, but they still trail by 9, 24-15. Jacks fans trying to lend a hand, but haven't had a lot of motivating things happen here so far. Some turnovers and miscues and missed shots. Drive by Brown. Kick out left corner. No good by Billington. Rebound by Vogel. Takes off on the run. Down the middle of the floor. Hops across the half court. Pass over to Vertigan on the right wing. Andrea kicks in the right corner to Nielsen. Short pass. Nearly got stolen, but Nielsen saves it. Cross court. Vogel. She'll penetrate down the lane. Kick across. Bover low block. Too strong. Rebound off of the Indiana Hoosiers. And so out of bounds with 5:53 left to play. It's 24-15. Jacks have 14 on the shot clock. Vertigan will inbound. The officials, I think, just trying to make sure that the shot clock is all squared away. I think when the side officials wanted to make sure. 5:53 left to play. Baseline inbound will be Vertigan. Vertigan, long lob way out top to Cornerman, the relief valve, if you will. Ketty drives, kicks back to Vertigan on the left wing. She'll take the top of the key. Out top to Cornerman. 7 on the shot clock. Cornerman crossover, back to Vertigan. She'll penetrate, dish inside to Nielsen. Low block, strong to the hoop. Laura gets a bucket for 2. Good strong move by the freshman from Wilmer. 24-17. Jacks chipping away. Got a 7-point game on their hands. On the left wing is Billington to Enterline. Enterline at the left wing. Back up top of the key to Thomas. Thomas over on the wing. Knocked away by Vogel. Oh, they're going to say off of Megan. Megan Vogel along with Jamie Brown in a heavily favored Jackrabbit crowd. Can hear that one from behind, but Brown and Vogel was kind of bobbling around, and really that's a tough call to make. But they give it back to Indiana. 16 in the shot clock. Lob into the backcourt. Billington will break the half-court line now. Shanice Billington, crossover, bounce pass to Brown on the left wing. Jamie Brown, top of the key, directing traffic, asking for somebody to switch on the lane. She'll drive, kick out on the wing to Brown. 1 on the shot clock, and a shot clock. Oh, as the horn went off, they're going to call a foul as Billington out of the corner of the eye saw that shot clock winding down. I think Indiana lost track of the shot clock there, and Billington puts up a shot and gets fouled with the clock at 0. Vertigan with a foul, and That'll draw the ire of the Jackrabbit faithful here. 24-17, Jacks trail by 7. Free throw line, front one on the way, no good by Billington. Billington, the only Hoosier yet to score. Again, with only 7 players, they lean on everybody. Second one on the rim, that one's no good. Bover the rebound underneath, looked right away to outlet it, but there's defense by Indiana right at the kneecap. Vertigan keeps the dribble, trying to avoid the double team. All kinds of pressure in the backcourt. Jacks fans want a foul. Vertigan to Bover on the right wing. Back to Vertigan, wide open 3 by Andrea. And that is good for 3. Timeout wanted by the Hoosiers. And Coach Leggett Jack is a little hot right now. Jackrabbits have climbed back in 24-20. They still trail by 4. 30-second timeout here at Frost Arena. If you're looking for a perfect gift idea, try Nick's Hamburger Shop. Nick's apparel is available. Shirts, sweatshirts, caps, and gift certificates. A lot of Jackrabbit alum and maybe spend a day or an afternoon or two at Nick's Hamburger Shop. Visit them online right now, www.nickshamburgers.com. Third round of the WNIT, one of 7 games going on tonight. South Dakota State advancing with a win, or the Hoosiers advancing with a win. Winner here will advance to take on the winner of Wyoming and Oregon. The Ducks and the Cowgirls in Wyoming tonight. And that one about set to tip off. Indiana will have it in the backcourt. Leah Enterline with 4:41 to go. Enterline on the right wing over to Billington. Trapped at the side court. Dribbles through it. Drives. Kick to Thomas, but she attacked. Vogel grabs it. Flies out of bounds, but she went out of bounds. Can't call the timeout while going out of bounds. I think Megan was trying to get her feet down to call the timeout, but went out of bounds. I think head coach Aaron Johnson's looking for a foul there, saying Megan might have got pushed out of bounds. Vogel comes out. And Corneman in. Ashley Muckenhern, back into the game. Indiana ball with 13 in the shot clock. Brown at the side court to inbound. Over to Billington. Billington out top to Thomas. Whitney Thomas, a 6-foot forward. On the right wing, Brown drives around a double team scoop shot. Blocked by Bover. Vertigan in the backcourt, leading the fast break. 3-on-3. Muckenhern right wing and a foul out top of the key. The Jacks fans don't like the charge call at the top of the key, and Andrea Vertigan has picked up number 2. Here comes Allison Anderson. They'd suspect that her second foul. No, they're going to leave her in. But they'd bring in Allison Anderson. And 24-20, the Jackrabbit fans voice their displeasure right now. But Indiana Hoosiers get the ball back on the 6th foul on the Jacks. Next one is a 1-on-1 attempt. Leah Enterline will approach the midcourt for the Hoosiers. On the right wing. Ooh, she traveled with it at the top of the key. Put the brakes on. Looking for somebody to break out. And didn't happen. So Jacks now, through all of that, our score remains the same. 24-20. Miscues by both teams in an electric crowd. Bounce pass to Nielsen. To Bover down the lane. Good for 2. And a foul inside. And now is the point where the home crowd atmosphere starts to kick in. Coach Leggett Jack looking for a charge, but Bover gets the 2+ and have a chance to score a 3-point play. She's got 4. Now it's 24-22. Jackrabbits trailing by 2. Bover a chance to make a 3-point play. Does. Free throws big and better field goal shooting. Way more aggressive offense right now from the Jacks. Jacks fans coming to their feet. Crossover by Enterline to the top of the key. She'll go right wing to Smith. Nikki Smith at the wing. High-low lob inside to Thomas. Knocked away. Thomas gets it back. Puts it up on the rim. Good for 2. Thomas with good hands. Gathered it in. Jacks on the run the other way. Vertigan top of the key. Penetrates to the free throw line. Trailing pass back to Corneman on the left wing. Corneman inside to Bover. Down low. Kick out to Vertigan. Off her outstretched fingertips. Vertigan was crashing to the lane and couldn't handle the pass. 26-23. Jacks down by 3. And a timeout on the floor. Timeout tonight taken by Nick's Hamburger Shop in downtown Brookings. We'll take a break. Be back in a minute. This is South Dakota State women's basketball. Radio 910, 570 WNAX, and online at GoJacks.com. A live video webcast tonight, courtesy of the South Dakota Public Broadcasting, Daktronics, and SDSU all working together to make that happen. Jackrabbits with much better field goal shooting percentages here, 26-23. They're now 6 of 21, so improving 28%, but Jacks have been way more aggressive on offense. Now 9 of 9 from the free throw line. Indiana 4 of 7 from the free throw line. 3-pointers, Jacks 2 of 8, Indiana 2 of 7. And 13-9, Jacks are leading. They're +4 in turnovers. Not the category you want to be leading in. But again, rebounding right now, Jacks are 18-12, up by 6 in that category. So some positives in this last 3-4 minute stretch. The Jackrabbits have been very good. As you can see, high atop Frost Arena. It is full to the brim here tonight. South Dakota State hosting the Indiana Hoosiers out of the Big Ten. A first ever matchup between these two teams. Leah Enterline crossed the half court. Bounce pass to Kim Roberson. Roberson free throw line for the Hoosiers. Stuck with Bover on her. 5-second call. Good defense again by Maria Bover, the freshman from Worthington, Minnesota. We talked to Maria earlier this week and asked her what was it, compare the first week of basketball to now, and she said night and day. It's all come so much clearer, not so fuzzy and a blur, if you will. Jacks break the half court. Trap on Vogel. She'll dribble out of it. Leans in on Jamie Brown. Brown out top pressuring Vogel. Vogel on the right corner to Anderson. Allison Anderson checks baseline to Bover. Bover will drive. Tries to lean in. Double team is waiting for her. Passes through but stolen by Enterline on the long baseline pass. Enterline lead pass to Brown. She'll hesitate. Drive. Runs over Vogel. Pass through. Smith left wing for 3. Nailed it from the left wing. A solid shooter. Smith has her third 3 of the game. And Smith comes in having made 64 of them on the season. Jacks Ashley Muckenhern in the right corner. Dribbles, drives to the wing. Pass up top of the key is Anderson to Vogel. She'll give a head fake. Drive, jump stop through the lane. Pass through, Muckenhern for 3. On the rim, no good. Gets her own miss. Penetrates the lane. Gets held up by Roberson. Gathered it in and went up and in for 2. Muckenhern following the shot. Her first basket, a hustle play. 29-25. Here come the Hoosiers. Half court line is Enterline. Enterline bounce pass to Brown. I think Enterline wants to get it back after a couple of screens. Out top is Thomas. Thomas hands it right back to Brown. Top of the key. Brown. Pass on the left wing to Smith. Nikki Smith. Lob up top to Thomas. High-low lob inside. Stuck is Roberson. Kick out to Smith. She'll give a head fake. Dribble drive 3 on the trigger. Sailed the rim. Out of bounds off the checkerboard. Jackrabbit ball. Timeout by the Jackrabbits with 1:56 left to play in the half. South Dakota State down by 4, 29-25. Jacks have closed it down to a 2-point game at one time, but never able to get up over the top of that hump. And right at one point, the Jackrabbits trailed by 13 when it was 14-11. Indiana had the Jacks doubled up at 22-11, and Jacks mounted a little run. Made it 24-22, but now trailing 29-25. Timeouts brought to you tonight by Nick's Hamburger Shop. Nick's Hamburger Shop, where you can dine in or buy them by the bag. If you're in Brookings, stop down Monday through Friday from 11 to 7. Saturdays from 11 to 4. Nick's Hamburger Shop in downtown Brookings, even on the web. After all these years, now on the web, www.nickshamburgers.com. Still at the same location. Nick Fergan and the gang at Nick's Hamburger Shops wish the Jackrabbit women good luck. In the backcourt, Courtney Grimsrud will inbound it to Andrea Vertigan. Vertigan crossed the half-court line, kicks to Vogel, top of the key. Vogel on the right wing to Korneman. Ketty back up top to Vertigan. Pass gets knocked away by Roberson, saved by Vertigan. Little collision there. Andrea drives, kicks back. Vogel for 3 on the way. On the rim, no good. Rebound, Grimsrud tapped it around. Whitney Thomas snares it and grabs it in, though. Thomas, the 6-foot forward, is a pretty tough player. Sophomore from Bloomington, Indiana. Will be a difference maker in the Big Ten. Out top, across the half-court line is Enterline. Leah Enterline, backdoor cut to Smith. Jack snuffed it out, though. Vogel with the steal. Leading the fast break, had it knocked away, but saves it. Megan, the drive into the lane. Scoops, shot on the rim, no good. Gets her own miss. Put back, no good. Rebound inside, fought for. Thomas comes down with it, muscling out Vogel. Jacks fans wanting a foul call, but down now to, 1 minute to go in the half. 29-25. Jacks are trailing by 4. Indiana with the ball. 1 minute to go. Out top half-court line is Enterline. Enterline at the left wing for the Hoosiers. Pass top of the key to Smith. Nikki Smith off the screen. Right wing, the drive on the baseline. Pull up over the rim. Rebound on the other side. Pulled down by Roberson and out of bounds off Roberson from Indiana. And Roberson wanting a push call on the baseline. Courtney Grimsrud will inbound it. The length of the floor to go. Jacks need to be efficient. 46 on the game. 28 on the shot clock. Out top, Vertigan drives, kicks to Vogel. Vogel over to Korneman on the left wing. Ketty checks inside to Vogel, not there. Grimsrud will go cross court to Vertigan. She'll set up for 3. Vertigan was just calling for it, wanted it. 29-28, 1 point game. Shot clock is off, 24 seconds to go in the half. Leah Enterline brings it up the floor as the Jacks fans again come to their feet. Enterline, half court. Dribble drive to Smith on the right wing. 13 seconds to go in the half. Smith, the high-low lob inside to Thomas. Baseline move, scoop with the left hand. Good for 2. 7 seconds to go for the Jackrabbits. Into Vertigan in the backcourt. 3 seconds. Andrea Vertigan approaching half court. 1 second. Shot at the horn. Off the rim. Just about went for 3. But to the locker room the Jacks go. But Indiana clings to a narrow lead, 31-28. Halftime report is coming up. Stay tuned. This is South Dakota State women's basketball. Other game scores tonight. Virginia leading South Florida at the half, 34-31. Another Jackrabbit opponent, Western Kentucky, blowing out the Mississippi State Bulldogs, 33-18. Auburn leading Virginia Tech, 37-32. Kansas State, the defending WNIT champs, leading Illinois right now, 27-26. And Wisconsin leading Kentucky, 29-28. Jackson a close one here, have the ball first. Andrea Vertigan to Megan Vogel at the right wing. Jennifer Workentine at the top of the key goes Ashley Muckenherd at the left wing. Down low to Vogel on the baseline, one-on-one with Brown. She'll make it to the hoop, but double team. Kick out to Workentine. Hung up on the hip, drops down, passes over to Muckenherd. Baseline drive, Muck stuck down low. Kick out, Workentine for 3. On the glass, no good. Rebound, tipped out, Grimsrud back to Workentine. Backdoor Vogel, the layup good for 2. Megan Vogel with a bucket. Good pass, good feed. Jacks hustled that time and cut it to a 1-point game. 31-30. Jacks down by 1. Out top, number 11, Whitney Thomas. Thomas on the left wing to Smith. Smith, the high-low lob into McKay. Sent it over the rim. Rebound fought for. Thomas tipped it away from Vertigan. Gets the rebound for the Hoosiers. Thomas baseline kick back out top to Brown. Nearly went into the backcourt, but saved it. 6 on the shot clock. Brown will dribble drive. Pull up. Off balance. Fader. Hit it for 2. Jamie Brown with 4 points with a nice bucket to quiet the crowd. 33-30. Jacks trailing by 3. Workentine to Vogel on the right wing. Jacks a 13-game win streak. Only 1 loss this season at home. Drive to the hoop. Good for 2. Workentine with a layup and a foul. Will have a chance to tie. 33-32. Workentine, her first basket of the game, makes it a 1-point contest. Jennifer Workentine stands at the line. Coming into the ball game, team's second leading scorer. The Willow Lake native, 9 points, 6 rebounds, a contest. On the way, missed it. Rebound, fought for. Vogel takes it away. Megan Vogel with a rebound out top to Vertigan. Andrea Vertigan and the Jacks have chance to take their first lead. Workentine on the right wing over to Vogel. Right corner is Grimsrud. Workentine slashes down inside, not there. Vogel on the wing, pressured, she'll dribble drive, jump stop through the lane, off balance, banked on the glass, good for 2, and the Jacks lead 34-33, and the fans will come to their feet. Out top is Thomas on the left wing to Brown. Brown out top, pressured by Workentine there. Brown bounce pass to Thomas. Whitney Thomas will drive, spin move, shoves off Workentine, and a 3-second call in the lane on Indiana. Turnover by the Jacks. Coach Felicia Leggett-Jack upset by the call. In the backcourt, Brown will come out. Into the game now is number 31, Leah Enterline, into the game. Jacks coming down the floor with a lead now, 34-33. Their first lead of the game. A better second half start by the Jacks. In the backcourt, Andrea Vertigan will dribble and wait for Kim Roberson to come meet her. Roberson at the left wing with Megan Vogel at the wing, out top to Workentine. Here's the chant for the Jacks fans. Vogel, the drive in the lane, passes through. Vertigan for 3 in the corner. Too long. Vogel with the rebound. Back out top to Muckenherd. Ashley Muckenherd drive, kicks. Vogel right corner for 3. On the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around. McKay at 6'7", knocks it out. Jacks a couple of good looks. Get a rebound, but come up with an empty miss there. 34-33. Jacks by 1. Out top is number 31, Enterline. Enterline at the top of the key, resets the offense. She'll drive to the hoop, trying to get around Workentine. Got a high screen out top by Thomas, and that was a call for her just to spread out the defense there and find a lane to the hoop. 34-33, Jackrabbits with a 1-point lead, and into the game comes Maria Bober. Bober will check in for Jen Workentine. That last foul going on number 44, Jen Workentine, her 3rd. Long lob out top to Smith. Nikki Smith at the top of the key. Right wing, kicks in the corner to Enterline. Enterline drives, pass back up the lane, nearly stolen, but Roberson picks it up. In traffic, she'll hit a jumper for 2. Roberson with a bucket there, gives her 9. She, along with Nikki Smith, each have 9 to lead the Hoosiers. Jackrabbit lead, surrendered back to Indiana. Vertigan for 3, top of the key, rimmed out, rebound, fought for, off the shoulder of Thomas. Grimsrud comes out with it. Vertigan will drive, kick, Vogel, left corner for 3, on the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Grimsrud. Jacks get third life. Grimsrud stuck on the wing, needs help. Bounce pass to Bover. She'll drive the baseline. Steps out to Vertigan. She'll penetrate. No look dish to Vogel at the left wing. Sizing it up, doesn't take it. Vertigan will give a head fake. She'll drive into the lane and gets fouled on the drive to the hoop. Boy, Jacks with a whole new intensity about themselves right now. Number 35, is that Roberson? Yeah, number 35 gets called for the foul, and so Roberson picks up her second personal foul. Ashley Muckenhern comes out. Jackrabbits will inbound with a new shot clock underneath their own hoop is Andrea Vertigan. Vertigan looking for somebody on the right wing is Grimsrud. She'll dribble it to the top of the key, get it to Vogel at the point. Megan Vogel, 25 of the shot clock. To Korneman right wing, drives, dish back to Grimsrud. Grimsrud pressured, she'll drive, kick out to Vertigan left wing. She'll give a head fake. 12-foot jumper, Vertigan good for 2. Nice little soft touch. Andrea Vertigan's got 8, and the Jacks regain the lead, 36-35. Pair lead changes here in the second half. Whitney Thomas out top, swings it to Roberson, nearly stolen by Vogel. Got her sized up. Jacks switch on the defense. Now they switch back. Roberson on Vogel. Drives. Pull up. Fade away. No good. Bover the outlet. Vertigan and Vogel running 2-on-1 with Interline. No look give. Vogel the layup. Good for 2. Megan Vogel with a basket. And the Jacks lead by 3. Vogel a 6-point second half start. Has 11. And the Jacks are up 38-35. Indiana left wing is Roberson. Out top McKay. The 3-point shot. Swish for the 6'7 center. She's got 7 and a timeout wanted by Indiana. 38-38, we're tied up. And a full timeout on the floor with a timeout taken by Nick's Hamburger Shop in downtown Brookings. They invite you to check them out on the web at www.nickshamburgers.com. We'll be back in a minute. This is South Dakota State women's basketball. Radio 910, 570 WNAX, and online at gojacks.com, courtesy of the South Dakota Public Broadcasting Organization, along with Daktronics and SDSU, all working to bring you a live video webcast here of tonight's game. South Dakota State hosting the Hoosiers of Indiana. It's tied at 38-38. Down the floor, Jackrabbits have it. On the left wing is Muckenhern. Out top to Bover, to Korneman, to Vertigan right corner. Bobbled it, picks it up though. Backdoor cut, Bover shot blocked by Smith. Loose ball in the corner off Indiana. Boy, nice little thread and needle pass there, and Bover was wide open, but the ball got knocked out of bounds. The last timeout charged to Indiana, and now a media timeout. With 15:23, it'll be Jackrabbit ball in their corner with 16 in the shot clock. Again, timeouts taken by Nick's Hamburger Shop. Nick's Hamburger Shop, Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and Saturdays from 11 to 4 in downtown Brookings. We'll take a timeout, be back in a minute. This is South Dakota State women's basketball. Radio 910, 570 WNAX, and online at gojacks.com. Good evening, I'm Scotty Quaz from Frost Arena. Third round action in the Women's National Invitational Tournament, the WNIT. We are tied at 38 all, 31-28. Hoosiers led the ball game through the entire first half, a better second half, and in particular Megan Vogel, 6 points in the second half, has 11 to lead the Jacks, averages 17 a ball game coming into tonight's contest. The Jackrabbits senior Megan Vogel continuing to climb the career scoring chart at SDSU. 70 points behind Shannon Schlegel at number 1 all time. Muckenhern the lob out top to Vertigan, 15 in the shot clock for the Jacks. Vertigan to Bover at the top of the key. She'll penetrate in the lane, kick to Korneman on the right wing. She'll drive the baseline, pull up, 10-footer, good for 2. Ketty Korneman with a bucket. She's got 6. And the Jackrabbits, 40-38, have the lead back. Kim Roberson, lob into McKay. 6'7", skips through. Nikki Smith, deep 3 on the rim, no good. Korneman with a rebound. Outlet to Vertigan. Jacks on the run, got 3 on 3. Vertigan hesitates, drives, kicks out. Korneman for 3 left wing. On the rim, no good. Grimsrud rebound, put back by Courtney for 2. Courtney's second basket gives them a 4-point lead. 42-38. Jackrabbits by 4. Here's Indiana. At the top of the key is Thomas. Whitney Thomas at the point. Dribble drive on Bover. In the lane. Pull up. Left-handed floater. No good. Korneman with a rebound. Ketty the outlet to Vertigan. Jacks on the run. Andrea down the middle of the floor trying to penetrate, but the Hoosiers are back. Down low is Grimsrud on the baseline. Double team waiting for Vertigan out top to Korneman. Ketty down low inside to Bover. She gets double teamed. Had the ball knocked out of her hands, and then a reach in by Indiana when they came swarming. McKay, Thomas, and they're going to call that on number 4, Nikki Smith. Smith, the help side defense there, the third defender to get her third personal foul. She'll come out. Jamie Braun is in. Megan Vogel is checked back in for the Jacks. And Allison Anderson will come in for Andrea Vertigan. Allison Anderson, the freshman, being leaned in to be the backup point guard. Short inbound pass. Megan Vogel on the block. Has to get out to avoid the three. To Muckenhern, to Anderson, to Grimsrud, to Anderson, to Vogel for three. On the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. Roberson pulls it down for the Hoosiers. Jacks still up 42-38. Need a defensive stop. 14 minutes still to play in the game. That winner will advance. The loser's season will come to an end. Jacks with a win against one Big Ten opponent in Minnesota earlier this year, and that one, of course, had a cloud of replay controversy around it. High-low lob. Braun to Thomas inside. Jackrabbits' Allison Anderson gets called for the foul on the backside. Help there. Trying to double team inside. Allison with a strip and the foul. Whitney Thomas will have the couple of free throws to shoot. At the third foul on the second foul on the Jackrabbits. 3 have been whistled against Indiana in this half. Whitney Thomas there again shooting into a sea of balloons behind that hoop again here tonight. About some 1,500 to 2,000 long, if you will, clown art balloons, blue and yellow, being passed out in the pregame tonight. Thomas knocks down the 2 free throws, makes it a 2-point ball game again. Whitney Thomas, pretty strong sophomore player for them, has 8 points in the game. Allison Anderson checks with head coach Aaron Johnson, who's standing right in front of us. Megan Vogel bounce pass back to Anderson at the top of the key. Anderson penetrates on the right wing, had it knocked away from behind by Kim Roberson. And Roberson, I think Indiana was trying to argue that went off of Anderson's leg, but no, out of bounds off the Hoosiers. Jacks ball at the side court to inbound across the way from where we sit near the Jackrabbit bench. Megan Vogel will inbound, lob way out top to Anderson. 17 on the shot clock with 13 minutes to go in the game. Allison Anderson penetrates on the left side, kicks to Muckenhern on the wing. She'll dribble drive out top to Anderson. Bounce pass inside to Bover. Down low. Maria turnaround shot no good. Rebound knocked around, saved on the baseline by, they're going to say out of bounds off the Jacks. And so the Jackrabbits fighting for the rebound there. Last to touch it, they say it goes out of bounds. Baseline official couldn't make the call. Appealed to the side official who made the emphatic call. Jacks fans didn't like it. Leah Enterline will bring the ball down the floor for the Hoosiers. Crosses the timeline there, pressured by Allison Anderson. Anderson gives up to Enterline. Kickoff to Thomas for 2. Top of the lane, no good. Jacks missed the rebound. The putback, no good. Vogel takes away the rebound. 4 on 3. Jacks got numbers. Vogel hesitates. Had it stripped from behind by Roberson. Outlet to Thomas. Indiana running 3 on 3 now, but Roberson will think that Thomas will hold it up. Hand it off to Enterline. Indiana will hold it up and run an offensive set. 42-40. Jacks up by 2. 12:40 left to play here in this second half of basketball. Enterline hesitates, drives, pass inside, knocked free. All kinds of Jackrabbits, but nobody could gather the ball. Jacks tipped the pass, trying to find Sarah McKay, the 6'7" post across the lane. Bit of a mismatch on the inside down low there, and they couldn't get her the ball. Jacks end up knocking out of bounds, and so with 10 on the shot clock, Indiana will have the ball. Baseline to inbound will be Brown. A lob to McKay. She gets double teamed there. Ashley Muckenhern. She sagged off to help out, and she kind of swatted McKay on the arm, and that was a foul in the paint. Close call when we've had more contact than that, but it was a reach-in nonetheless. Brown, the lob on the baseline, way out top to Roberson, and a new shot clock here for the Hoosiers. Top of the key is Roberson at the point. Roberson pressured, has to call a timeout to avoid a 5-second call, so good pressure by the Jackrabbits. Just a 30-second timeout taken by the Indiana Hoosiers. Coach Felicia Leggett-Jack out to talk real close to Leah Enterline on that one. Jackrabbit fans lining up earlier today at what, according to facilities manager Matt Thorne, at 11:06 this morning. Students are on the west side playing a number of yard games and, of course, entertaining themselves with music and everything else to get ready to get a good seat here at Frost Arena, knowing this was a sold-out crowd. One of the most interesting stories, the Brookings County Pheasants Forever Banquet was to be held tonight. That committee, though, decided to push that up a night. They moved it up a night to last night. And during that auction, 2 general admission tickets, a face value of 12 tickets, $12 a piece, total of $24, were auctioned off for $120 at this game. All benefiting pheasants and habitat restoration. They're going to have a violation, a foul right away on the inbound, a hook call on Whitney Thomas. Right on the inbound there, they got a fresh shot clock off a Jackrabbit foul, called a timeout, and then Thomas gets called for a hold, and so Indiana turns it over on the foul. into the game is Nikki Smith. Smith, number 4, their leading scorer. 12 a game. She's got 9 now. She'll come in for Leah Enterline. 42-40, Jackrabbits recognize Nikki Smith's entrance into the game with one of the shots she missed earlier, but she's got 3 threes for 9. Muckenhern, right corner to Vertigan. Back out top to Muckenhern. To Vogel, left wing. Head fakes the 3. Dribble drive. Jump stop. Through the lane. Goes up. Ooh, had it swatted out of her hands and no contact called. They say straight up. Block out of bounds. Jackrabbit ball with 16 in the shot clock. Ketty Korneman had a pretty good second half start here. Rebound, a steal, a couple of other baskets there for the Jacks. Jackrabbit inbound with 16 in the shot clock. 12 minutes to go in the game. Andrea Vertigan trying to find somebody. Long lob out top to Vogel. Vogel to Bover, right corner. Head fake drive, baseline kick. Nielsen, 8-footer, short jumper for Laura. Nice little dish from Bover. Nielsen for 2. She's got 4, 44-40. Jackrabbits coming in, averaging 72 a game. Indiana averaging 67 a game. Still 11 minutes to go. Out top is Whitney Thomas. Thomas, the freshman, drives. The sophomore, drives the lane. Penetrated. No call on the baseline by the officials. An immediate timeout with 11:51 left to play in the front half. They say off the Jacks on the drive by Thomas, and so it'll be Indiana ball on the baseline with 16 in the shot clock, 11:51 left to play. Radio 910, 570 WNAX, and online at GoJacks.com. Maybe many of you joining us too at SDPB.org. South Dakota Public Broadcasting with South Dakota State earlier this week. After a number of inquiries, made an effort to get this one online, and they do that online, a live video webcast, and giving you a picture into Frost Arena, which is a sold-out crowd all the way to the tops. They've been treated to a pretty good one here tonight. Jackrabbit women's basketball team never led early on. The first 20 minutes of this basketball game led at the halftime break, trailed at the halftime break, 31-28. The Hoosiers had the lead, and they led by as much as 13 early on in this contest when the Jackrabbits fell behind. But at one point, the Jackrabbits came alive, and South Dakota State in this second half was able to regain the lead. A couple of seesaws back and forth, but right now 44-40. Jacks up by 4. Indiana the ball, 16 on the shot clock with 11:51 to go in the game. Baseline to inbound will be Enterline. Long lob out top to Smith. She's got a hot hand. 3 threes on the night, 9 points. Co-leader tonight in scoring. Season leader on the season. She averages 12 a game. The drive by Brown. The kick back to Smith. Hesitate. Deep 3. Front of the rim. Came up short. Rebound. Bover knocked it to Warkentine. To Vogel. Fast break. Leading 3 on 2. No look dish. Korneman inside. Muscles it on the ground for 2. Ketty Korneman with a basket for 2 and had to work to get that one down. Jacks up by 6. Largest lead of the game. Fans to their feet. Out top, Enterline, stolen by Vogel at the side court. She'll drive one-on-one with Brown. Vogel spin move, dish to Warkentine, had it knocked away underneath. Jacks couldn't capitalize. Indiana, long outlet, Enterline to Smith. Head fake, baseline drive on Vertigan. Scoop to the hole, shot no good, and a contact call on the baseline. So long baseball outlet pass, and Andrea Vertigan has picked up a foul, and that is going to be, I believe, her 3rd personal foul. So Jackrabbits now, 46-40, are up by 6, but at the free throw line, Nikki Smith. Smith, 109 free throw attempts, has hit 87 of them. She's a 79% free throw shooter. 11:07 left to go in the game. 46-40. Smith's front one is rattled out. No good. Smith, 9 points on the night. Like we said, coming in, averaging 12 points per ball game. Hoosiers in Brookings for the first time. She knocks down the second one to go double digits. She's got 10 points tonight, the first Hoosier to do so. Top of the key, Vertigan goes left wing to Korneman. Ketty Korneman goes top of the key to Warkentine. Warkentine kick in the right corner to Vertigan. Dangerous pass. Andrea dribble drive kick to Vogel. Back over to Korneman on the left wing. Ketty in the short corner to Warkentine. Had it stolen by Roberson. Roberson, kind of a defensive stopper. She'll drive the lane. Take on Korneman. Shot blocked by the Jacks. And loose ball picked up by Vogel. On the run down the middle of the floor. Hesitates. Trailing down the floor. Can't find Nielsen inside. Vertigan out top. Jacks will reset. A lead right now of 46-41. Andrea Vertigan checking with Coach Aaron Johnston. Getting the call from the side court. Pass to Warkentine. Smothered and right on the arm. Kim Roberson went for the steal, but had plenty of contact. And Jackrabbit fans might have come loose if that one wouldn't have got whistled there. Rebound, a foul there on the game. Goes against Roberson. That's her 3rd personal. Coming out is Laura Nielsen. Jackrabbits will have Jen Warkentine, Courtney Grimsrud back into the game on the baseline. On top, Andrea Vertigan to Jen Warkentine. Warkentine at the point, swings it back over to Vertigan on the wing. She'll drive, baseline, pull up, off-balance shot on the rim, no good. Rebound fought for Roberson and Korneman. Ketty jumped in and grabbed the ball, tied it up. Alternating arrow will point for Indiana, though. Ketty Korneman has just come alive here in this second half in particular, and right now she's got 8 on the game, 4 of it in the second half. Has done some of those plays that aren't going to show up in your stat sheet there in terms of hustle. Roberson is going to come out. She's got 3 fouls, but comes out of the game. They've got Nikki Smith, Jamie Brown, McKay, Sarah McKay, the 6'7" center on the inside. Right now, McKay has got 7 points. On the right wing is Smith. Nikki Smith out top to Thomas. Whitney Thomas checking inside to McKay, not there. On the drive, inner line, kick out to McKay, who hits a long jumper for 2. The 6'7" steps out and hits a 3 in this half, has another bucket. On the left wing is Korneman. 9:50 left to play in the game. Jacks up 46-43. 3-point lead. Vertigan to Warkentine. Warkentine on the left wing. Pass across to Vertigan. Vertigan back up top. Make that down low. Vogel, pull-up jumper. Fake the baseline. Rolled off the rim. No good, and a rebound foul going to get called against the Jacks. We're going to say off the Jacks, out of bounds. Last touch by South Dakota State, out of bounds, and so Indiana ball going the other way. Maria Bover is checked back in for Jennifer Warkentine. Bover and Grimsrud will be down low. You'll have Vogel and Korneman on the wings. Andrea Vertigan will play the point. But right now, Jacks play defense. Indiana, Leah Ennerline, the senior from Monroeville, Indiana, across the half-court line to the top of the key. Indiana out top to Brown. Jamie Brown, crossover dribble, working on Vogel. Penetrates. Bover jumped out on the pass, trying to deny Brown, and gets called for the contact way out on the perimeter there. So foul resets the shot clock, gives the Indiana the ball at the side court. Indiana now in there with the third coach in one as many years here, and so a bit of turnover within the program, losing a couple players to ineligibility, to injury as well. And they down to 7 players active right now. At the top of the key, pressured is Thomas. Thomas got rid of it to Brown. Jamie Brown out top, number 23, the freshman from Marshfield, Wisconsin. High-low lob to Whitney Thomas, high in the paint. Nobody underneath, out of bounds. The lob too much. Turnover on Indiana. That right now is their make that their 15th turnover. Jacks have 17. Jacks 35-21, plus 14 in rebounding. Right now, Vertigan avoids the double team, passes over to Korneman. Back out top to Vertigan at the point. On the left wing is Vogel. Short pass to Grimsrud, free throw line. She'll kick out to Vertigan, right wing. Andrea, the drive, try to dish back door to Bover, stolen by Thomas. Thomas to midcourt, lead pass to Brown, takes on Vogel, goes to the hole. Oh, they call a block on Megan Vogel, trying to jump to the block and beat Brown, but Brown collides. The foul on Vogel, that's just number 1 on Megan. 46-43, Jacks clinging to a 3-point lead. When they finally took the lead, it was 34-33 here in this second half, a big second half start, and they've led most of the way here. Allison Anderson to come in for Andrea Vertigan after the first free throw attempt. On the drive to the hoop, Brown misses the front free throw. And Allison Anderson will come in, playing the point. Korneman, Bover, Vogel and Grimsrud on the floor right now. Second one by Brown on the way, on the rim and good. And so Jamie Brown's got 5 points, and it's 46-44. That Jackrabbit lead shrinks to 2, led by as much as 5. Vogel, top of the key, sends right wing to Korneman. Ketty Korneman out top to Bover. Swings it left side to Vogel. One-on-one with Brown. Vogel, drive, try to go, give and go to Bover. Couldn't get it. Grimsrud, top of the key to Anderson. Allison off the screen, back to Vogel. Sets up for 3 on the way. Off the mark, might have been deflected. Rebound inside by the Jacks, away from the ball. Can't see what happened. Nikki Smith tying it up with Grimsrud, and McKay right there then too. Alternating arrow will be Jackrabbit ball. Trying to lean in and get the view from about 5-6 players on the floor, and official right in front of our face. We sit courtside. New shot clock off the miss, and a jump ball into the game now for the first time in the second half is Shanice Billington. Billington had a couple of close conversations there with Coach Leggett Jack in that front half, and hasn't seen much time this second half. Allison Anderson, right corner. Korneman open for 3. Ketty missed it long. Rebound fought for Bover. Knocked it almost out of bounds. Thomas saved it, threw it back to Jamie Brown. Indiana leaps for the board and saves it in the corner. Across the half court, Billington will run the offense now. 8 minutes to go, 46-44. Korneman diving for the pass, knocked it out of bounds over on the side. Again, nothing shows up in the stat book, but knocks it out of bounds and interrupts the Indiana offense. 21 seconds to go on the shot clock, 8:07 on the game clock. Brown out top to Billington. Billington to Thomas at the point. Thomas inside to McKay. They got the lob around Courtney Grimsrud, and Courtney trying to come around following that pass gets called for the foul on the arm. And so Courtney Grimsrud with the tall task of guarding 6'7", no pun intended there, trying to guard 6'7", Sarah McKay, the British Columbia native. Victoria, British Columbia. Ashley Muckenhern back in for the Jacks, in for Korneman. And McKay will go to the free throw line. 1-and-1 attempt. 8:01 to go. Front one by McKay is on the way. On the rim, no good. Courtney rebounds the ball, but had it knocked out of bounds off of her hand by Whitney Thomas. Had to reach out and lunge that one while holding off Thomas. Thomas then punched it out of bounds. Thomas, a pretty good athletic 6-foot forward post, can do a little bit of everything. Again, 4 or 5 of these players can go inside and post up. It can also shoot the ball for Indiana. Pretty versatile. Out top, Grimsrud at the point. Kicks Vogel wide open. Left wing for 3. On the rim, no good. Knew she missed it right away. Trying to put a little body English on it. Missed the open shot. And that's something we saw in the early part of this game when the Jacks fell behind. Right now, it's 7:37 left to play in the game, 46-44. Jacks clinging to a 2-point lead. Had it knocked away from behind by Allison Anderson, but they say out of bounds off the Jacks. Looked like it was last touch by Indiana, but media timeout with 7:33 left to play. It's 46-44. This timeout brought to you by Nick's Hamburger Shop, a world-famous hamburgers in downtown Brookings. Shop Nick's today at www.nickshamburgers.com. Back in a minute. This is South Dakota State women's basketball. And at a later date and time, they'll be announcing again date, time, and who's playing who in the next round of the WNIT, that 4th round, followed by a semifinal and championship, which is held at home sites throughout the entire tournament. Indiana ball after the out-of-bounds timeout. Out top, Brown. Jamie Brown at the top of the key. She'll drive. Scoop with a left hand off balance. Missed the runner. Rebound fought for. Brown gets it back after it's batted around. Second effort, staying with the ball. Roberson with Brown. Plays catch. New shot clock. 7:15 to go in the game. Out top, Jamie Brown right in front of her coaching bench. Oh, a steal by Vogel. Towed out on the sideline, and it'll be Indiana ball. That's about the 4th time Megan's jumped a pass on the wing there that time. And the Jackrabbits almost had the steal and breakaway. Out top, 7:11 left to play. Drive into the free throw lane by Whitney Thomas. Thomas to Smith. Smith on the right wing, back up top to Brown. Brown, the penetrate, drive, kick. Smith, right corner, quick 3, rattled out, no good. Rebound. Roberson flying through, fell down, and then they call a foul on the Jacks on the rebound. That's going to go against Maria Bover. Number 40, they're going to call a foul on Bover. Just been handed a note by Larry Rohr from South Dakota Public Broadcasting, and they're monitoring the usage of that video stream. You're wondering, is anybody watching? Well, right now, as of just a few minutes ago, 2,889 computers are logged into tonight's game. So you factor that with 6,000 here and a couple thousand maybe on the radio. We got a big crowd tonight. So welcome to all of you. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Roberson knocks down the front of 2 free throws on the 1-on-1 attempt. She's got 10 points in the game. She has got a second free throw on the way, and that one rimmed out. Rebound fought for. Courtney Grimsrud had it, was going for an outlet pass there and had it knocked away by Roberson, and a foul called on Kim Roberson. She has picked up number 4. Substitutions, Warkentine and Vertigan coming in. Enderline is also coming in for Indiana, coming in for Roberson with those 4 fouls. Again, they've only got 7 dressed, and so they've got to play smartly. And it's not like, again, we heard from head coach Aaron Johnson, that's something new. They played a good chunk of their Big Ten season that way since the new year. Out top is Vertigan. Andrea Vertigan at the wing for the Jackrabbits. Jacks lead 46-45. Out top, Andrea Vertigan drives, kicks to Korneman, to Warkentine. She'll penetrate in the lane. Kick across, Muckenhern left corner. She'll drive, pass back out top to Korneman, goes in the backcourt. Enderline will get the steal for Indiana. The layup, fouled as she goes up, missed it. And Andrea Vertigan going for the block shot. Jackrabbits' last field goal came at 11:32, 5 minutes ago. The Jacks have not scored. 46-45, and at 10:02 was the last time that Indiana scored. So they've been on a bit of a drought as well, other than free throws. Again, right now at the free throw line, Enderline shooting a 1-on-1 attempt. She went 1 for 2. Make that 2 she's shooting. Excuse me, that was a foul. 9 fouls whistled against the Jacks. 6 have been whistled against Indiana. Their next contact. Again, we'll put the Jackrabbits at the line for a 1-on-1 attempt. Enderline knocks down the front free throw. We're tied at 46. Second free throw by Enderline is good, and so Indiana has regained the lead. 47-46. Scoring drought by the Jacks could end now. Vertigan on the left wing is Korneman. Out top, back to Vertigan. Nearly stolen. She'll dribble drive. No look dish. Korneman to make that inside. Grimsrud missed the bunny on the inside. Might have been surprised by that quick short pass, but Rebound by Indiana. They bring it the other way. Brown out top. Enterline. Pressured out top by Vertigan. Jacks fans, the sixth man, trying to lend a hand. Out top is Enterline. Inside, make that Thomas. Down low to McKay. Gets tangled up with Grimsrud. Shot no good. Vertigan, behind the back pass to herself. Again to herself at the wing. Out top of the key, Vertigan trying to dish it off to somebody. Does to Grimsrud. Kicks baseline. Warkentine. Head fake drive. Baseline scoop. On the glass. Shot no good. Rebound fought for. Thomas pulls it down for Indiana. Whitney Thomas in the backcourt. Now to Leah Enterline. Still 47-46. Jackrabbits trailing by 1. Megan Vogel at the table to come in at the next break. 5:35 to go. At half court is Enterline. Across the half court line on the left wing is Brown. Brown at the wing. Dribbles to the top of the key. Penetrates, and while going into the lane at the top of the key, Vertigan came out to meet her. A collision there, and they're going to call a foul, actually, though, on Ashley Muckenhern underneath. So it looked like you have Andrea Vertigan getting wiped out top and some contact there, but Ashley Muckenhern gets called the foul. That's 10 fouls on the Jackrabbits now trying to deny this penetrate and slash offense here by Indiana. Front free throw is on the way, and Brown knocks it down, so she's got herself, 4.5, 6 on the night. Megan Vogel going to come in for Ashley Muckenhern. 6,000 plus here, to about 6,000 fans in attendance here tonight. Haven't seen the official number yet. We'll get that for you. Rebound on the second free throw. That's missed. Grimsrud to Vertigan. Indiana's back, though. Got 4 back. Vertigan almost lost it. Boblin and trying to weave Jen Warkentine. Vogel to Warkentine in the corner. Double team stuck. Passes through. Cornerman left corner. She'll drive the lane. Scoop. Wrap around. Courtney Grimsrud on the glass. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by McKay. Jackson looks around the hoop but can't connect. Can't finish. 48-46, Indiana the lead. Enterline the drive, kicks to Brown. Brown leaping pass. McKay, top of the key. 3 no good. Warkentine with a rebound. Outlet to Vertigan. In traffic, Andrea dodging, weaving. Bobbing the Indiana defense. Drives the lane, trying to get the layup, but gets fouled, gets pushed out to the baseline official who makes a nice save. And going to the line, is going to be Andrea Vertigan. That foul on number 31, Leah Enterline. And that just her second personal foul. But again, 7 fouls whistled against Indiana now, but that one in the process of shooting. So Vertigan with 8 points on the night. Has a front free throw and good. Boy, you'd have thought there was 100 people in the gym on that free throw there. And so 6,000 can be very quiet as well as loud here at Frost Arena. Crowd will tell you the free throw. It was good. Jackrabbits regain, actually tie the game at 48-48. Enterline on the right wing. Here comes the fans again. Brown head fake the 3. Vogel bit. Brown drives a layup. Missed it. Rebound Warkentine. In the backcourt gets fouled. And Coach Leggett Jack not happy about the call. And Jamie Brown, number 23, picks up the foul. In the backcourt. Actually, they're going to call that a number 11, Whitney Thomas. Number 11 gets called with a foul. And so free throws on the other end for the Jacks. South Dakota State and Indiana tied at 48 all. And so, again, we'll probably have a quiet atmosphere here for you. Jen Warkentine shooting 2 free throws. We'll let the crowd do our play-by-play again here. Warkentine with 5 points in the game now. 4:41 still to play. Jacks regain the lead at 49-48. And that one's good. Jacks lead back to 2, 50-48. Down the floor comes Indiana. Enterline at the right wing, crossover dribble, back out top to Thomas. Whitney Thomas on the left wing to Smith. Nikki Smith on the left wing. Nobody inside. She'll dribble to the top of the key. There's Enterline. Enterline looking for a lob inside. She'll penetrate. Kick to Brown. Way off the arc. Brown will penetrate. Spin move into a double team. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Passes through. Wide open. Right corner. Smith 3. Rimmed out. No good. Thomas a rebound. Put back. Short. McKay with the rebound. She fouls Jen Warkentine in position for the rebound. Jacks fans all to their feet. Great hustle that time by the Jackson. Coming down the floor, everybody in huddle trying to get their bearings here. With down to 4:10 to play, you can feel it get a little tense here in Frost Arena now with a close game here. And Jen Warkentine going to the free throw line. You remember back to the beginning of the year, free throws were so important for the Jacks. They've drilled a lot of them all year long. And tonight they've been good at the free throw line, as they have all season. Jacks a 72% free throw shooting team. 71.9. They've had 644 attempts. Second one on the way by Warkentine. Automatic. She's got 6 from the line, 8 on the night. Jacks up 52-48. Here come the Jacks fans to their feet again. Whitney Thomas, top of the key, pressured by Bover, drives around it. Thomas loses it, baseline, back to Korneman. The steal for the Jacks. Korneman to Vertigan. Andrea Vertigan down the floor, pushing the issue. In the lane, drives, kicks out. Vogel passes up the wide open three. She's double teamed and a timeout by the Jacks. Megan Vogel there that time. I think she's thinking burn some time. Take time away. Passed up the open three, and 52-48 with 3:48 to go. The Jacks take a timeout. They have it on their end of the floor. And you see a lot of Jackrabbit fans starting to peek over at one another and starting that smile, you know, and trying to hold back any sort of celebration, knowing that this is a tough Big Ten Indiana team. 52-48. They faced some pretty tough games here this season. Have had a number of close games on the year. The season started out very well for Indiana when they started out the season going 11-2. And then they began their conference season and again began to get wore down by a Big Ten that dropped through the rankings in terms of RPI as a conference, but a lot of coaches just felt that there was that balance, and the Big Ten just kind of beat up on each other this year. And so they dropped in. Well, here tonight, the Jackrabbits facing the Indiana Hoosiers at Frost Arena, first ever matchup. Jacks with now a shot clock at 20 and 3:48 to go, and the wave is rolling at Frost Arena. Fun to watch that roll around here with 6,000 fans. Vertigan out top to Warkentine. Head fakes the three, drives the lane, kick to Bover, other side, shot no good, and a foul. The Jackrabbits have used that attack here for the last 2 games to pretty good efficiency. The dribble drive one side, the kick across on a no-look, and the foul. We shoot free throws, though, when we return. 3:38 to go, our final media timeout. Jackrabbits with a lead, 52-48. This timeout brought to you by Nick's Hamburger Shop in downtown Brookings. Back in a minute. This is South Dakota State women's basketball. Radio 910 570 WNAX. Welcome back to Frost Arena, where the old 80s wave is rolling around the arena, but Jackrabbit fans have had a lot of excitement here in this second half of basketball. A pretty rusty start for the Jacks in this game. What trailed at one point here to Indiana 22-11. The Jackrabbits made a run before halftime, made it a 3-point game, but still never led in that first half of basketball, but took the lead 34-33. A great second half start, and this second half of basketball has been very strong for the Jacks. And Indiana did briefly hold the lead again at 47-46, but Jacks tied it at 48 and have been using the free throw line to their advantage. Indiana coming in 441 out of 646. Jackrabbits 463 out of 644. So either of these teams going to the line a lot with their aggressive offensive style. Maria Bover at the free throw line. Front one misses. We haven't heard that noise for a while. So Maria Bover at the line, having 5 points tonight. Will shoot another one here. 2-shot foul. Second one off the rim, no good. Rebound by McKay, the 6'7" center on the inside. She'll hand it off. Out top, Shanice Billington off the bench. Billington on the wing to Roberson. Kim Roberson from Indianapolis drives on the left wing. Stuck, needs help. Pressure by Vogel. Out top is Smith. Nikki Smith, 52-48. Jacks up by 4. Out top is Billington. Billington on the wing on Smith. Smith on the right wing, 5 on the shot clock. She'll penetrate, drive, reverse, layup. They're going to say a foul on the baseline drive with 4 on the shot clock. Jacks have played man-to-man net defense out there and holding Indiana to late in the shot clock. They've been patient and then try to make that cut and that slash getting into their ball handler's hands. Nikki Smith has 10 points, 1 for 2 at the line tonight. The leading scorer on this team, averaging 12 points a game, now has 11. Last foul on Jen Warkentine is her 4th personal foul. 52-49, the winner advances to the 4th round of the WNIT. Well, the loser's season will come to an end here with the Indiana Hoosiers 52-50 in the backcourt. An inbound there from Warkentine to Vertigan. Ball gets knocked free. Loose ball scramble. Tying it up in the backcourt there was Roberson and Whitney Thomas. And jump ball, alternating arrow is going to point for Indiana. So they're going to get the ball back underneath their own hoop. 3:07 to play. It's 52-50. So again, another backcourt miscue on the inbound there, and the Jackrabbits give it to Indiana underneath their hoop. Long lob out top. Shanice Billington gets it to Smith. Nikki Smith off the double screen is trapped at the side court, getting help from Roberson. Roberson crossover dribble to the top of the key. Penetrates the lane, bumbling, stumbling, rumbling into the lane, and a foul going to get called as she penetrated to the hoop. The Jacks fans, I think, thinking that she was held up coming in, or rather was bobbling the ball, didn't really have possession in the lane. They're going to call Andrea Vertigan with a reach-back foul, and so she has picked up her 4th personal foul, and now Kim Roberson will go to the free throw line. Roberson with, 10 points, the second Hoosier to be double digits tonight. She's going to make that 3rd, and make that just the 2nd. Sarah McKay, the 6'7" post, has 9. Roberson's free throw makes and is good. Used all of the rim on that one. Roberson coming into this ball game, 10 points on the per game. Missed the second one. Rebound by Warkentine. In the backcourt, outlet up the floor to Korneman. Ketty, breakaway down the floor, leading the fast break. Layup on the rim. Shot no good. Rebound by McKay. It's 52-51. Jackrabbits still with a 1-point lead right now. But Indiana with the ball, 2:42 to go. On the right wing is Smith. Nikki Smith on the right wing. Pass out top of the key to Thomas. Whitney Thomas, the drive to kick to Billington. Drives back out top. Thomas, free throw line. Jumper for 2. On the rim, no good. Rebound McKay. Put back on the rim. Good for 2. McKay at that 6'7" has the definite height advantage. And that shot good for 2. Gives her now 11 points. Jacks down 53-52. Vertigan to Vogel on the left wing. Out top, the pass back to Vertigan, nearly stolen by Roberson. Out top is Vertigan. At the top of the key, Andrea Vertigan kicks on the left wing to Bover. Bover on the wing, cross-court pass to Vertigan on the left wing. Inside to Vogel on the block with Thomas. Post move inside, through a double team. Megan goes up for the shot, gets fouled. They had Smith on one side and Whitney Thomas on the other, and they call that on number 11, Whitney Thomas. And Thomas has just fouled out of the ball game. She fouls out with 8 points. And so now Indiana University is playing with 6 players. One player on the bench in Leah Enterline. And Jackrabbits' Megan Vogel will be at the free throw line. Jacks 53-52 trail by 1. And again, Jackrabbits' Megan Vogel recently, 79-78, that win at Utah Valley State. She knocks down a couple of free throws late in that game, and Utah Valley State had their star post player Robin Fairbanks, the independent player of the year, miss a couple of free throws with no time on the clock, and the Jacks got away with a win there. Certainly not that situation, but with 2:02 to go, free throws become all important, and Megan misses the front one. And so Megan will have another one now. She's got 11 points on the night, an 80% free throw shooter. 12 points per game. Make that for Megan, 17 points per ball game. 174 coming into tonight. She knocks down the second one now, and she's got a dozen. So now it's 53-53. We're tied. Under 2 to go. Minute 55. Jack fans to their feet. Billington out top to Smith. Nikki Smith top of the key to McKay. Sarah McKay, short bounce pass to Billington. On the right wing, right corner is Brown. Lori Brown. Brown drives a baseline. Double team. Had it knocked away. Diving, sliding with it. A travel call. She goes out of bounds with it. The side court. Did she call a timeout, or no? She went out of bounds with it. Traveling call, and so Jackrabbits have the ball back. And that one happening way down in front of the Indiana bench, and Felicia Leggett Jack there was right in on top of it, and there was a lot of yelling and screaming and pointing, but a travel on Indiana. Jacks get the ball back, tied at 53. Vertigan to Warkentine. Warkentine to Bover. Bover right wing, head fakes, drives the baseline. Bover back out to Muckenhern. Muck looking inside, not there. Bover right corner. Bover, pass in traffic to Vogel. Loose ball, Megan gets it, drives to the hoop, on the glass, good for 2. Megan Vogel with a basket, and it's 55-53. Another one for the highlight reel from Megan Vogel. 1:13 to play. Out top is Billington. Billington out top to number 35, Roberson. Roberson to McKay, posting up inside, scoop with the left hand, missed it. Warkentine with a rebound, going out of bounds, gets fouled. And so with 1 minute to go, 55-53, a foul in the backcourt on the University of Indiana. Coach Leggett Jack is way out on the floor, and the officials are telling her to please step back. That foul, 35, Kim Roberson, she has fouled out of the game. 5 players left for Indiana, and they will be on the floor. 55-53. 2 players fouling out, and obviously Felicia Leggett Jack with a short bench the way it is, we'll argue her position on all of those calls there, but the Jackrabbits now in a huddle. Head coach Aaron Johnson's got his 5 and huddled up tight. And lots of instructions here as things wind down. 55-53. Jacks with a lead by 2. 1 minute to go. Jennifer Warkentine at the free throw line. Warkentine with 8 points. 7 rebounds as you saw. Grimsrud 9 rebounds. Bover with 10 rebounds and 5 points. And Warkentine, who has hit a number of key threes left in the game, knocks free throws down, knocks that one down. Ketty Korneman has checked in. Boy, there's an intense look from the Jackrabbits 5 on the floor right now, and Warkentine will step to the line for number 2. And the horn sounds, but Warkentine knocks down the free throw anyways. Inadvertent horn. This is Frost Arena, right? This is Frost. 57-53. Jacks up by 4. Indiana with the ball. Billington crossed the half-court line. Dribble drive. Pull-up jumper off balance. On the rim, no good. Rebound. Warkentine had it, but it was knocked out of bounds by McKay from behind and out of bounds. 51 seconds to go. Jackrabbit fans wanting victory, but timeout wanted by Indiana. Timeout wanted by Indiana, and a crowd that, again, the other night, it's even hard to think. We went back and listened to the end of the game, what the other night against Illinois State. You could not hear the horn sound. Likely that case will happen here tonight. Again, that note about tonight's game, they are recording the sound noise in here so that the football team can use this noise to prepare for adverse environments they may face along the way. And so Jackrabbit fans all on their feet. A few in seats along the rails, but I think just to catch their breath for our final 51 seconds. Jacks up by 4, 57-53. Right now in the game, Indiana has their remaining 5. 2 players have fouled out with a bench of only 7. Indiana has no reserves. Inbound there, Warkentine to Vertigan. Vertigan in the backcourt will dribble it up to the free throw line. Trapp is waiting, and a foul by Enterline. And so Indiana now forced to foul. That's a double foul count, double bonus. Jack shooting free throws. Enterline has 3. Nikki Smith has 3. Roberson and Thomas fouling out. Andrea Vertigan, 10 points, 3 rebounds, has 2 assists in a night with no steals, but has had a pretty good night from the line. Front one is good by Andrea Vertigan. Free throws, how important. Free throws in that first half kept the Jackrabbits in this one, and now free throws might end up sealing the deal for the Jacks here. Second one by Vertigan, good. They shot horrible from the line the other night, but now lead by 6. 59-53, tying the largest lead of the game. Enterline at the left wing for the Hoosiers. Out top is Braun. Braun pull up 3 on the rim. No good. Rebound. Korneman underneath gets it. She gets smothered right away by Enterline and Smith. 33 seconds to go in the game. 30 on the shot clock. And Jacks fans sensing a win here now, but again, the Indiana squad here, a shot shooting team, but with every free throw attempt the Jacks get, and the way they've been shooting them here tonight, advantage Jackrabbits, certainly momentum. 8 points, 4 rebounds for Ketty Korneman tonight. Front one misses by Ketty. She kind of short-armed that and took a deep breath after that one too. You can see that was a tense moment here for Ketty, but second one is on the way. Good. And that one can go in the Korneman scrapbook. 9 points by Ketty. Here comes Enterline. 28 on the game, shot clock, 31 on the game. Enterline shot for 3, blocked by Muckenhern. Muckenhern to Warkentine, outlet to Korneman, outlet up the floor to Vogel, but Korneman fouled in the backcourt. And the Jackrabbits starting to crack a few smiles here and there. The student section directly behind us. Body paint says, "Can't stop us." We heard the comment from Megan Vogel earlier as she closes her eyes for a minute near midcourt, and again, the Jackrabbits a goal in mind of making the WNIT. Front free throw by Korneman misses. She'll get another one now. And just really kind of short on that one and kind of smiles to herself in a tense environment. Substitution right now. Megan Vogel's going to come out. Morgan Meyer will come in. Morgan Meyer will get to play against Indiana. Her father playing for Coach Bobby Knight in winning a national championship. Second free throw by Corneman misses, but Morgan Meyer stepping on the floor to play her father's alma mater. Down the floor the other way. Layup missed by Indiana in the backcourt. Vertigan the rebound. 13 seconds to go, and Indiana will back off. Jackrabbit fans come to their feet and celebrate here at Frost Arena. 60 to 53. 3, 2, 1. The Jackrabbits have won. 25-5 on the season, and they advance to the Elite Eight of the WNIT. South Dakota State will face Wyoming or Oregon in our next game, likely this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. The Jackrabbits overcome a halftime deficit and defeat the Indiana Hoosiers here at Frost Arena. South Dakota State women's basketball, our post-game report coming up. We invite you to stay tuned for that. Indiana will huddle at midcourt. The Jackrabbits will huddle at midcourt. The school song will play, and the post-game report is on the way. South Dakota State with a win here tonight, again 60 to 53. Jacks with a win. Indiana's season comes to a close at 19-14 overall. Back in a moment. The post-game report's on the way. This is South Dakota State women's basketball.
You finally did it. You bought the car of your dreams. Now you're doing all you can to take care of it, and having the right car insurance is important. You want a leader, you want service, and you want a company you can trust. State Farm insures more than 40 million cars in America and can help you save up to 40% on your car insurance. So talk to State Farm agent Skip Webster. They'll help you get the right coverage at the right price. Call 692-8383 today. State Farm Insurance. Savings up to 40% is worth the call.
Sports marketing.